Okay, so if you guys don't know what's happening right now, we are doing a merit shop tier list from World 1 to World 6. Obviously, the main goal is to max them all out, but for more beginner players, you're not necessarily going to be able to max everything out, let alone get a lot. I think we're just kind of just going to go in a generalization and kind of just reference it going forward, but we're still going to have that level of potency. So, my dudes, welcome to the Merit Shop tier list. This is massive. This. Ooh. So the first one we got is bags. Inventory bag is applied to everyone, but only if the first character has it. And up to level 5, this will go all the way up to inventory bag number H. It's honestly, what are we feeling? I'm feeling like this is F tier. It's totally not even worth it. Like the bags, you get to a point where you just get it all anyways really quickly. C at best, like maybe C, but I mean, are you really going to spend your points on it? I don't think so. I think we all know it's going to be F tier. I mean, it's nice to, you know, if you want to get a couple inventory bags here and there, but you literally do like the easiest of quest lines and you get these bags anyways. You're like giga lazy. But in reality, I think we all know that this is F. All Blunder Hill mobs respawn faster. So it's mob respawn. And this boosts AFK kills per hour. Okay. And we can purchase this a grand total of 10 times for 20%. Mob respawn is very potent, very strong. Not only increases your chances of getting loot due to the extra kills, it also affects your overall kill count by a substantial amount. Not to mention also helps with characters that don't have the respawn abilities, which makes them much, much better. And for example, Beastmaster. I would say it's either A or S. It's mob respawn. It's really good, but I would say it is a priority. I would say for the most part, it is usually a priority. In the early game, you're not going to really see the potency that mob respawn has, due to the fact also that it cost a lot of merit points, especially in World 1. I want to put it in S, but I would say like top A. I mean, it's pretty freaking good, but I mean, it's a solid purchase, but I don't necessarily think that I want to put it in S, but that's coming from a person that wants all bonuses. It's like teetering on S tier. We have 4% XP game for the lowest level character in your family. And you can buy this up to 12 times for 4% each purchase. So a grand total of 48%. Now, is this additive? I'm not sure if it's additive or multiplicative, but you also got to realize with the introduction of the vault, this is not good. It's pretty mid. C? Why? Okay, so is it a multiplier? Is it a multiplicative or is it additive? It's additive. Yeah, it's not good. It's not even a full times. It's 48% for literally 12 merit points. I would say you upgrade it if you have nothing else. Even regardless, you know what? I agree with Chad. I think we're gonna put F tier. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's okay, but it's additive. If it was multiplicative, it'd be fantastic. But it's not. Is it multi? Wait, hold on. This just in. My lowest level is a 600, which is my E-Man. So this should be substantially higher. Holy shit, it's multi. Like I said, that's why we had a discussion. Relax your car. 1 second. There's one thing I want to check here. How do we know that this isn't the bonus? So here, okay, so this just in, they say that it might be the merit is actually additive and the new vault bonus with baby on board could be in fact the reason why it's multiplicative. If I would have to guess, okay, hear me out. It's a World 1 merit that has not been changed since the conception of IdleOn and merit points. So that makes me believe that it is additive. Okay, so if it's additive, it's F tier. If it is multi, it's probably gonna go closer to B or A tier. That's what we're going with because baby on board, thanks, Vault. Really screwing this over. Hemoglobin. You can buy this for 2 merit points, 10 times, 5 levels per purchase. I think this is not even a question. This is like the equivalent of auto loot. I would argue best merit in the game because you got to realize there's no healing other than healing food, except for Shaman's Suspicious Aura. So that means without this talent, you would have to run food. I think at any point in the game, this is S tier. Early game, this should be the first thing you're aiming for. I've said this a lot. You should always be aiming for hemoglobin. This is what's going to carry you through the majority of the game, especially if you're trying to rush, because less food, higher survivability means better. Bosses now can drop boss keys, 4% higher key drop per purchase. You can purchase it to cost 1 merit point. You can buy it 10 times, so you get 40% if you have this at max. early game, it would be better because you want to farm those Amrock keys so you can farm the slabs for your Amrock armor. But like, I mean, other than that, what are you really getting out of Amrock? For free to play, it's really nice because you get that extra send back. But I mean, what are we feeling about this? This for early game? Well, we got to kind of think of it in worlds respectfully. And you got to realize also that these are for all keys. Okay, this is the only merit shop bonus that gives all keys the ability to drop. So that's Cheezor, Efont, and Amrock. I don't know if Troll and all of those are affected. Not sure, but I know the first three are. So I would put this either B tier or A tier, personally, due to those keys aren't really that farmable. Cheezor is farmable, thanks to Dilapidated Slush. Amrock, not so much. But, yeah. Kalos? Yeah, Kalos work, but are you going to really spend all your Coliseum tickets on keys? I mean, let's be honest here. If you're in late game anyways, these are all going to be maxed regardless. Amrock gear. So this is Amrock. So level 1 is you can level it up 5 times, 2 merit points apiece, and you can get level 1 is Amrock Paws, level 2 is Amrock's Hinds, level 3 is Bodyguards, level 4 is Helmet, and level 5 is Chaotic Amrock Pendant. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm pretty sure this is S tier because this is literally budget gear. Anybody that's saying B tier is cooked because you're gonna run this pretty much all the way until you're ready for control, unless you want to go Cheezor. So most people get to like almost World 6 with Amrock gear. It's actually pretty gross. This is the best budget gear, best speed run gear. It's overall just really, really good. 3 pieces is A tier. After you get the 2 pieces, I mean, Amrock Helmet is not really something you're going to go for because it's super costly. And the pendant is nice, but it's oh so very expensive. So I would put it honestly A tier. It's really good speedrun build, only for the first 3 though, because you're going to try to replace this as soon as possible. You have a higher chance for mini bosses in World 1 to drop new star talents. You can purchase this 6 times, and it costs 3 merit points apiece. This is specifically for Dr. Death and Baba Yaga. And also, they will not drop books if you don't have at least 1 point into this. So there's 2 star talents. So I believe it's, if I'm correct about it, you are missing out on Frothy Milk and Postage Stamp, right? I think Postage Stamp is good. Postage Stamp is great. It's a multiplier. I would say if you're putting it at 1 point, it'd be A tier. But like once you start buying multiples, then it drops down to like B tier. And that is World 1. We have made our way to Yum Yum Desert. Next one is monsters now drop obols plus 5% rate per purchase. You cost 1 and you can buy it 7 times. I don't know about you. S. I feel like this is a big S. I mean, that's how drop rate obols exist. You're gonna get pops without it. You're gonna get multi-kill with it. You're gonna get construction obols with it. You could get anything. It unlocks a full mechanic without a question. S tier. Now, do you want to buy all of them? I mean, sure, why not? 35%. You have 10 characters to fill up with obols and families with multiple sets. Okay, obols are going to be important regardless. Yum Yum Desert mobs respawn X amount of faster. More mob respawn. It's boost AFK. You get 2 per purchase. Costs 1 merit point. You can buy it 10 times, so 20%. Same as the first one. I think it should be in the exact same spot, in my personal opinion. You could live without them, sure, but I mean, gains is gains. I would actually argue it's better than World 1 though, for the sole reason, multi-kill tiers, because you get more multi-kill tiers earlier you are in the games. So obviously, I feel like World 2. Oh, that's a good point. World 1 better because G-Mush. Good take for that one specifically. No, that's a really good point. G-Mush kills. That is a great take. 2% AFK gains for your first 9 characters to your family. Costs 1 merit point, and it's 1 character per purchase, so 10 in total. This used to be good back in the day. Okay, this was made back in when 200% was good. Even 150% was good. We are breaking over 4 digits now. 2% is not very good. I don't know about you. I think this is C tier. Is it good for free to play? It's 2%. Is only going to make a substantial difference. Maybe World 1, World 2. But do you want to spend your merit points on that? Probably not. Boost max to the level of Convert Better, which is XP Converter. You can spend 1 merit shop, 10 points, plus 5 per purchase. S tier, better than hemoglobin. This is a masterpiece of a talent. This is how you level up your skilling like a champion. Literally best in the game. Just kidding. Nobody, don't use that talent. That is the worst use of star talent points. Nah, it's XP Converter's garbo. Trash tier. Should be in its own tier. After F tier, XP Converter tier. I mean, hey, I wouldn't even put points into this, even if you had an abundance of points, just because frick you, XP Converter. Did we test it with all XP multis? Frick you, troll. Next up, we have world bosses can now drop gems. 7% gem drop rate per purchase. Costs 1 merit point. You can buy it 8 times for 7% per purchase. Do we even need to discuss this? Do your daily bosses to farm your gems, bro. Unless you're a whale, this is triple S. Okay, this is literally what unlocks the ability to farm gems. Is it better than Hemo? Yes. Yes, it is. F. If you need gems, just buy them. Put the fries in the bag, says my T3 chatter. Thank you, Gertraz. Thank you for that, bro. Next one, we have the E-Font armor. Level 1, you get the broken ankles. Level 2, you get the hips. Level 3, you get the rib cage. Level 4, you get the helmet. And level 6, you get the rings. It's 2 merit shops each for a grand total of 5 purchases, so it'll cost you 10. I don't know about you. You skipped this armor set completely. Drop rate helmet for early game. Bro, you're not gonna have the resources to farm it early game. Are you kidding me? Here, let me just show you something here. Oh yeah, Doot Jet eyes and trimmed rune leggings. So that means you need to kill Doot and you need 2-3 Doot Jet eyes. Let me guess, how much? Oh, that's right, 5% drop rate. Okay, let's make this perfectly clear. We are not dictating this based on slab, for Christ's sakes. Stop saying it's for slab. We don't go off a slab. Slab gaming? Bro, it's World 2. They don't even have slab unlocked. Higher chances for mini bosses World 2 to drop new star talents. And you can buy, it costs 3 merit points. You buy it 6 times. It's 30% per purchase. I would like to say it's right next to the other ones, but it just depends on what it is. So it's cardiovascular and pulsation stars. So pulsation's really good early game. It's hard to obtain early game, but it is good early game. And cardiovascular is pretty much a must if you're card farming. I'd still say B. It's the same deal. It's the same deal as World 1 talents. It's cool for 1 point. Once you get it, meh. Afterwards, easy peasy. And last one we have for World 2, increase arcade ball gain rate. You put 2 merit points at 5 merit points, it gets 5% per rate per purchase. So if you put in 5 times, that's 25% increase. A and S, depending on how your ball claims use them. Do we really think so? Out of all the stuff we could buy, I mean, I think it's kind of like B tier, to be honest. It's 25% isn't a lot. It's not that good, guys. You guys think it's insane, but it's not. But you are the balls guy. Yeah, and I know that the generation from balls are better elsewhere. Most people don't do Kilroy for balls. No, I'm quite aware. It's B, it takes off a couple minutes per ball or something. Yeah, I don't think it's as crazy as people think it is. I think it's like, honestly, I think it's right there. If you guys disagree with 25% ball gain rate, just leave it in the comments. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think it's that good. Sure, maybe takes a grand total of like 20 minutes off your time. Let's be honest, majority of you guys don't even, you're capping by the time you check your balls anyways. So what's it gonna even be? Now we're on our way to World 3. Next one we have is build and food slots. First and third purchase gives +1 build slot. Second and fourth purchase gives +1 food slot. Costs 3 each. You can buy it 4 times. I don't know about you. This is S tier. For sure, S tier. Food slots, more golden food. Build slots, more things to build. No contest. But the question is, where on S tier? Mid to bottom. Behind Hemo. Do you think it's better than unlocking a whole entire mechanic? Okay. So obviously, it's going to be S tier due to the sole fact that not only increases food slots, which is fantastic, by the way. It's 2 food slots. So 2 food slots, which means just more golden food or more defense food or more weapon power food, more healing food, health pots, whatever you need. And also 2 purchases for build slots, which also helps you for like building towers, shrines, etc., because even till the end game, we're still building. We're still building a lot. So you're going to need this very, very big time. Easy S tier. Getting this going as soon as possible would be absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. Next one, we got all Frostbite Tundra mobs, which is World 3 respawns 2% faster. Same thing, mob respawn costs 1. You can buy it 10 times, 20%, same as the thing. I say mob respawn, I say it's ahead of World 2. I say it's ahead of World 2 in mob respawn regards, but it's still not ahead of World 1 due to the sole fact of G-Mush farming. Easy A. But it is harder to eclipse World 3 than it is to eclipse World 2. So that's why it should be ahead, in my opinion. But man, that G-Mush farming, man, saving lives, okay? Saving lives, bro. We have +10 max possible talent books from the talent book library. You can buy this for 2 merit points and a 5 total for a grand total of 10. So you can add 10 to your library's max. I mean, do we even need to say it? Now, is it before ovals or after ovals? Because I don't know about you, max talents means more damage, means more skills, which means closer to 400 tentaculi. Essentially, your character stats revolve around having max talents. You get a star talent point or star talent book known as, or star talent, should just say in general, known as telekinetic storage, which will give you carry capacity on top of the ability to use it as an active ability to put it into storage. But the risk is you destroy everything that's on the ground. Now, remember, this was made back in the day before pet companions. So this used to be arguably S tier, but now because of pets, you're only really getting it for the carry cap. But you also need to remember something super specific here. At max star talents, which you got to remember is an abundance of star talents here. Okay, let's not act like star talents are a dime a dozen here. We have a grand total of 13.6% carry capacity if you have put 50 points into this thing. I think 13.6% carry capacity is not as strong as it used to be. I'm gonna say 13.6% is not a lot. Maybe if you're in the end game and you need billions of resources for stamps, other than that, it's not really going to be at that point. This is not something that you're gonna just get in World 3 that I would suggest, especially for 50 star talent points. I think it's mid. Is it above? Is it top of C tier? Sure, due to its 13.6% carry capacity. When this really becomes good is if you don't have Ram Companion, which is crazy because it's like one of the most common drops. I would unironically put it before balls. Don't forget about Upgrade Vault Storage Send. Wait, hold on. Straight to storage. You can now deposit storage from AFK. I mean, that's a fair ways down, but I mean that even, okay, so that makes it even more redundant. That is 110% staying in C tier. 0.5% printer sample size per purchase. Makes the Federal Reserve's jealous. 1 Barrett point, you buy it 10 times. So it gives you a grand total, 5%. I would say where you're at the part of the game, I would say it's A tier. The thing is you want to avoid getting Royal Sampler up as high as possible to enjoy less reduction in XP. Even though it's additive, it's still going to be nice to have it at A tier because you're going to want that 90% as soon as possible and to get your full potency out of your 3D printer. Now, obviously, you might say, oh, I have an abundance of printer sample size. Not when you're at this part of the game, you don't. I would put that as solid A. It does not hurt to buy. Not at all. I think this is a very fair spot for it to be. Refinery salt cost doesn't scale beyond power output. +1 salt per purchase. You get 2 merit points and you purchase it 10 times. Well, as we all know, Salt Lock is one of the most worst locks in the game by a long shot. I barely even know how it works, but all I know is it makes my refinery better. So therefore, it is S tier. Okay, now I would argue that it just goes here above books. Do we feel like it should be higher? Do we feel like it should be lower? It is for sure S tier. Salts are amazing. Anything that you could do to power up salts, instant S tier without even a second thought. For the sole reason that you will get enough, that you will literally get enough salts that you never have to worry about it again. So the next one we have is World 3 Boss Armor, which gives you the boots, the chest, the legs, the helmet, and the caustic scarf. The normal scarf just drops from cheese or just naturally. I think this is S tier just for the scarf. And also, it's like your next budget build before going into troll armor. You literally chill on cheese or armor before you transfer over to troll, just because of the salt lock. So I think it's S just simply just for the scarf. Because without that scarf, you can't get the divine scarf. And the divine scarf is the best in slot scarf to this day right now, or necklace in general. I would so heartily argue that this is just basically one up from Amarok gear. This is basically Amarok gear on steroids, except for the scarf. So I think this goes S tier simply just for the scarf. World 3 is done. We are now currently on to World 4. We have the first kill each day guarantees a crystal monster spawn. This costs 3 merit points. You can buy it 3 times. I think it's F. Easy F. You're thinking 3 crystals is going to make or break you farming in a day? You're probably not crystal farming. Yeah, that's a good point. It actually pisses me off if I log in the next day and all of my crystal spawns are spawned on the wrong character. All Hyperion Nebula mob respawns 2% faster. 1 point, do it 10 times, 20%. Same as always. Boom. I think it goes right there above World 3, World 2, because also, you also need to consider this as well. Rift. And also, it's going to become even better, I'm pretty sure, with when it comes to mob respawn with oh, never mind. Retract what I was about to say. I was about to spread false information again. I'm glad I did not do that. I was about to say DB because I was thinking AFK bones mob respawn, but then I remember that shit don't work. Top of B because elite classes respawn mechanic, not Beastmaster. Beastmaster, Wally. Beastmaster. Okay? Are you gonna leave Beastmaster out like that? You gonna do him fucking dirty? What about Siegebreaker? You gonna do Siegebreaker dirty as well? Not giving him the mob respawn he needs to even get the plunderous mobs going? The battle monk? The air fisting monk? The airbender? Moving on. This one gives you nesting egg capacity +1. It costs 6 merit points, so you can get 2. So you get 2 extra egg capacity. I mean, it's all right. I mean, more egg capacity, more W, I guess. I think it's B. I don't think it's C. I think it's B. You're going to want to have full max capacity regardless. It's more XP for breeding. That's the problem, is it is expensive. But I mean, to say that it's below arcade balls, I feel like it's just kind of a punch in the dick. If the price was better, it would be better. But like to think that these eggs aren't as good as arcade ball, are we going to really prioritize arcade balls over 2 eggs? Yes. I disagree. I would argue that it's B tier. Obviously, I would argue. It's expensive, but there's honestly not a lot of things to buy in the World 4 merits regardless. So I would put it at B tier. All right, Spice Spillage, which is a talent. 1 merit point, 5 times. You get 20 per purchase. So it's a grand total of 100 for max star talent. I mean, Converter Pet exists. So it's annoying. You can just do it manually. B, C. I think it's C, honestly. I think it's I would not put it A tier. I would put like B tier. I would say it's kind of the same deal with egg capacity. I'll put it at B. Look, if you guys disagree, I mean, definitely leave it below. I'm a little lost on the Spice Village one. I will fully admit, as the guide guy, I'm not 100% convinced on the Spice Village, so I haven't done the necessary testing to give it any, so I'm just going off of what Chad says. They think it's B. But anyways, until then, I would maybe somebody give me an explanation in the comment section to help me explain a little bit more of how well it works. Maybe that'll change. If not, where you're at in the game, you probably won't really use it. Next one is connection range +1 in the lab mainframe for all players. Costs 2 merits, so you can buy it a total of 8 times. Let's be this clear. Connection range is from character to node. Line width is from character to character. So this does not get leveled up in the lab. I would say it's like low A. I think low A is fair. I would say, yeah, that's where I'd put it. I would put it below printer. It's not bad. I mean, the only reason why it's good is because it's from node to character. That's really hard to get. Like any level of connection range is super stupid because it doesn't level up from lab. Moving on, troll armor. This will give you the feet, the legs, the chest, and the helmet. All right, 2 times, 5 in total. This is not even a question. Literally, the whole premise of this game is to say, this, it's worse than an XP converter F tier. Just skip troll armor. It costs salts. Who's got the time for Nullo? Just use Amrock like the rest of us. Now, see, chat, that's how you spread misinformation. Okay. This is obviously S tier, right behind Hemo. This is literally the baseline for World 4 gear, World 5 gear, World 6 gear, and probably World 7 and continuing. This is insane. But remember, this is substantially brutal when it comes to being salt locked. This requires a disgusting amount of salts. And the super nice thing about it is you can skip all of the previous armor tiers just for this one because it doesn't require any of the previous, which is insane. But going from troll to magma is super cheap. Magma to Kruk, pretty cheap. Then you start getting to marble, it gets a little expensive, and then holy moly, God shard. This is definitely what you need. This was a grind back in the day. This is still a grind now. What are you talking about? Troll armor is still hard to grind. Brutal. You still get salt locked like a mofo. All right, next one. No bubble left behind upgrade. +1 bubble upgrade by no bubble left behind per day. You can upgrade this. This costs 5 merit points per, and you can upgrade it 3 times. Most account reviews I do abuse this. Your grandma, that's a T3 sub in this chat, abuses this. And do I even need to say alchemy? No matter what. Do we think it's number 1 though? Do we think no bubble left behind beats the ability to get free gem currency? What are we thinking here? 3 blue gems you can farm daily or no bubble left behind? It carries all accounts. You know what also carries all accounts? Blue gems. No bubble left behind never falls off though. Osmodius, did you just say that blue gems eventually fall off in this game? Are we playing the same game? I don't know about you, but we're not playing Raid Shadow Legends. I don't think blue gems ever become irrelevant. And besides, you also got to realize no bubble left behind isn't forever. It caps at level 1500 bubbles between 1 and 3. You need the World 4 upgrade or the other upgrade in order to increase that bubble where it goes into its threshold, actually. So once you hit 1500 on no bubble left behind, it actually has a level of redundancy. Get math. So no, it does not surpass farming gems every single day. Thank you very much. Sarth, your feelings don't make facts. Okay, we are on World 5. Plus 3 talent points for tab 4. So you can max out your elite class talents. It costs 1, you can buy 20. So you get a grand total of 60 talent points. I think this should be like, it's either going to be low C or top of F is what I'm saying. Because it's like, leveling is disgusting nowadays, okay? Especially thanks to Vault. You're not really going to have much of an issue there. So you're getting an abundance of talent points. Also, you're going to eventually need to do your alchemy, which will also give you another abundance. Now, if this was a master classes, it would be different. But since it's elite classes, I would prefer not to see people spend it. I don't know if it necessarily deserves to be in low F tier. Maybe above E font gear. All Smoldering Plateau makes mob respawn 2% faster. This is mob respawn again, 1.10. You know the drill. We get 20. 20% mob respawn. The question we need to ask ourselves here, does it, in fact, affect the whole? And also, this is also for Siegebreaker, for your plunderous mob kills at Citrons, or at Tremor Worms. I believe yes. So if it does affect the whole as well for Gloomies and for Golems, this makes it even better than the 3. I'll put this at A tier. Honestly, all mob respawns are really, really good regardless. Plus 1 loot pile capacity. More sailing chest storage ain't bad. It costs 2 and you can buy 7 of them. For a grand total of 14. Doesn't this shit just cap at like 29? So even buying all of them actually has a level of redundancy to it. Same tier as eggs. I can agree with that. I would say it's 1 up on eggs. I think it adds a little bit of chest. I don't know if you want to max it out though. I'm concurred. I'd say mid B is fine. I would say keys are still more important. Okay, so the next one is called a star talent known as Stat Overload. That boosts max by 30. For every upgrade, it costs 1 merit. You can do this 10 times for a grand total of 300. But keep this in mind. This is not 300 base stat. This is total stat. So it does not get affected by all stat percentage. It's the same as your first alchemy bubble. No all stat will affect this. And it's 300 star talent points for 300 stats on each. I would argue C tier. I would say it's top of C. It's better than telekinetic storage, that's for sure. Or maybe not. Nah, yeah, no, it's fine here. Nah, I mean, realistically, it could probably go anywhere in C. It doesn't deserve to be higher than C, though. But I mean, at the same time, some people do require it for pushing damage and accuracy. What do you guys think it should be? You guys want it here? I don't think it deserves, it does not deserve F tier. It does not deserve F tier. It was base stat. Woo-wee. Ooh. You know, real talk, especially the number 1 bubbles. If number 1 bubbles were base stat as well, I'd be candying bubbles way more. Oh God, would I be candying bubbles way more? Oh man, I would just be bending alchemy over and woo. Never mind, we're just gonna move on. Next one is 5% XP for sailing, divinity, and gaming skills experience. It costs 2 merit points. You can spend 5 for a grand total, and that would give us a 25% XP for all World 5. I would consider that this is like probably closer to A due to the fact that it's super hard to get divinity XP. I think it puts it in A tier just for divinity XP. In my personal opinion, divinity XP alone is hard to find. It's hard to get. And not to mention, you have to stick in there for a very long time. I feel like it kind of just goes in A tier. Super helpful early World 5. I think it's a low A. I don't think it's as strong as connection range. We don't really care about gaming XP. Sailing XP is abundant, but it's the divinity XP that puts it up there. I think it's stronger than connection range. I think they're kind of like interchangeable. They can either go in or out. It doesn't really matter. It's kind of just the way it is. We have Kruk gear. So this gives you Kruk feet, Kruk legs, Kruk chest, Kruk helmet, Kruk sword, Kruk bow, Kruk staff, Kruk fists, and the ability to get the divine scarf. F tier. Not as good as Troll. It's not as good as Troll. Don't need it. It's garbage. By the way, the chest and legs, I'm pretty sure are best in slot for Beastmaster. So this definitely goes just above Troll, just because it's just the tier up from Troll. So it could go either way. It's like some people would say, well, Troll's better because without Troll, you don't get Croc, but without Croc, you know, you don't get the full benefits, blah, 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 but frickin' blah, blah. You don't get... Actually, if you could also make the argument that there's no Divine Scarf. You don't get Divine Scarf without Croc. You don't get a Divine Scarf if you put in for Troll. So really, this is interchangeable. It's the same scenario. It's like mob respawn. And the last one is 5% reduction in atom upgrade cost. So you can upgrade atoms more. You can 3 merits a piece, and you buy it 4 times. So it will give you 20%. I don't think it's as strong as it used to be. And let's be honest here, Oso, how many atoms are you getting in World 5? The thing is the thing we got to realize is early game, you're going to get like no atoms. So this is going to be absolutely redundant. But at the same time, once you get to later game where you can actually start abusing atoms, you have an abundance of atoms that you are making due to how high your prints are. So it's kind of like there's a reason why you upgrade Neon last in the Atom Collider. The only reason you really use the atom reduction is for the power up scaling. It's literally the last merit you put into World 5. I think it's like B. I don't think it's quite C. It's got that really weird middle ground where it really depends on where you're at in the game, if it's beneficial or if it's not. You know what I mean? And also depends, are you a Doot enjoyer or are you Dootless? You know what I mean? So it's like, it's kind of a give and take. It's very, very situational. But if you're in World 5, this is the last thing I would suggest you to upgrade, in my opinion. Time for the final tier list. We have 2 talent points for tab 5 for all the classes that weren't out yet. Exciting. Obviously, there's already 1 master class available, and we are knowing for a fact that master classes don't get affected by those extra talent points from alchemy. You can spend 1 merit point. You buy this 20 times, so you get a grand total of 40. But that's 20 merits. 20 merits for 40. I would say it's pretty good, but it's super expensive. I think once it's out, for everyone it'll be A, or maybe even later I would say as the making of this tier list, maybe it's higher. When you first reach World 6, you won't be getting masters, so I think it's A than S. I don't think it's A. Oh god, whoever's saying S is cooked. There's no way it's S. Bro, the only reason why that would even be close to an S is if you're like 350 plus talent levels. Bro, you're not even gonna have the book levels to abuse that shit, let alone fucking use your DB. It got buffed? Wait, this just in. It got buffed. This just in. I've heard it got buffed. Holy shit, it gives you 100 for 20 points. Wait, this way. Oh, wait, hold on. This is way more important. Whoa. I think it's A tier. Unfortunately, it's not in abundance. It's still not S tier. God, no, it's still not S tier, bro. S tier, maybe when all master classes come out. Yeah, but here's the problem. By the time all master classes come out, Deathbringer is already so dipped his toes into talents that it's just going to skyrocket regardless, right? Bottom A. Yeah, I think they're definitely super solid. All right, the next one we have mob respawn for Spirited Valley. You can buy same thing as always, merit 10, get 20%. Now the question is it above? I still think G Mush is on top. No G, only 10%. Is it only 10% this time? Oh, this is only 10% mob respawn. Compared to all the others are 20%. Why is this one only, wait, what? Wait, why is this not 20%? What the hell? Oh, it's 10%. Ew. So the next one that we have is plus 2% farming XP and OG chance. And then the first 3 purchases give +1 land plots. Cost 2 and you can ban a grand total of 15. I would say the first 3 only are S tier. And then the rest are kind of dog dookie, because it's only farming an OG. So would we just say overall A? I mean, if it was just cost 3 and it's 3 land plots, it'd be S tier. But just because of that reason alone, we pop it in A tier. I think that's fair. Above? Okay. We'll put it above. We'll put it above here, just because, you know, it's still within that range. It's go either or there. But yeah, I would say the first 3 is really nice due to the land plots. So after that, it kind of just... Next one we have is you get 3% Jade coins permanently. It costs 1 and you get 20 of them. So you will get 60% Jade gain permanently. I think this is high A or S. Is it multi? I don't know, but I don't know about you, but I'm going to be honest with you. Sneaking is slow as balls. So you want whatever you could get possible. It's huge for Jade gain early. It helps for so many things, especially Jade Emporium. But the master classes, G. Listen here, pal. What are we thinking, chat? What are we thinking? At this point in time where you get into the world, it's worse than the first 3 Lamplars, but far superior than the rest. I would say it's A. I would say it's definitely something you want. Maybe, actually, you know what? Yeah, I could agree with that. Yeah, land rank and Jade. Yeah, I would, honestly, I would say surpass the 10% mob respawn. That's a good take, actually. I agree with that. I don't think it's above the overall mob respawn for all the worlds because Eclipse Skulls exist. There's a lot of things you need for your characters to require you a high kill count. I think it's just World 6 respawns that it gets surpassed. Next up, we have 1% larger bonuses to all your winter bonuses from summoning. It costs 2. You can buy 10 of them for a grand total of 20%. This is massive. This. Ooh. Summoning bonuses. What? Is it only 10% again? I'm stupid. Sorry, it's 10%. Sorry, I actually think I might be dyslexic. My bad. Anyways, mild. It's not 20%, it's 10%. So it's still S. Still S. Still S. However, early game, it's meh after Cheezo armor. Yeah, I could agree with that. I think it still deserves S. Like, you telling me that you wouldn't buy this out right away? The bonuses at the start aren't great though. Yeah, but then slap another 10% on that and then it'll be much better now, won't it? So the first battle gives you 1.28 times total damage. The second battle gives 1.53. What the f are you guys talking about? Literally the first one is 1.28 times total damage for your first ever battle win. Farming speed, essence, artifact find, jade gain, lab connect. What are we saying here? More total damage, sneak XP, jade XP, Yellowstone, farm. You guys are fucking cooked. Definitely want me for spending on jade. Jesus. Oh, the bonuses aren't very good at the start. What are we, what guys smoking crack? I would say this is the first one to max in World 6. That's a must buy for sure. This goes up on the list, honestly. I'm thinking, what are we thinking? Like here, like where do we think it is on S? How many folks entering World 6 are going to get the first 5 wins within the first day? Bro, are you telling me that 1 attack, 2 HP, and 7 speed is not feasible day 1? Oh, no. Oh, God. I'm never going to win. What are we saying here? It said first 5. Bro, even 10% on total damage is good. And not even this, you could easily get second one for a Jade game that pretty much is better than the fucking merit shop itself. Bro, I swear to God, Ken, this man is on day 6 of spreading misinformation. I'll stand by that. You guys said the bonuses suck early game. You know what? You guys suck early game. This should be an insta buy. I personally think winter bonuses are a lot more potent than people think they are. Obviously, anything in S tier you're going to buy. We have World 6. Boss armor. Now, the problem is we don't know how good boss armor is going to be. We don't know how good the Emperor set is. We have no idea. It's not out yet. I am going to make a prediction that is probably going to be insane. I would assume it's going to be better than God Shard, but it might be for skilling. It might not be. And I mean, obviously, that was a good take. Obviously, Troll should be first, followed by Kruk, followed by that, for the sole fact that obviously you're going to want to buy Troll first, then buy Kruk second, and then go to God Shard, and then probably get Emperor third, just for the sole fact of just how basic gear progression goes. These are for all your merit shop upgrades. So this is just to give you a good understanding, essentially, what you want to prioritize for merits. It's not, obviously, it's opinionated. Things might change, and then we will be able to explain things. But this is kind of just gives you a broad sort of idea of why you would level up these. But obviously, you know, it depends on the worlds, right? Because World 1, World 2, World 3, World 4, World 5 all have the independent merit points. So this is just kind of what you need to go for each world. See how it goes. See where you're in. But anyways, my dudes, I got to get back to the guide grind. Stay tuned for the next IdleOn video. Stay safe. Happy grinding. Peace out.
What's going on? Bizzle. Bizzle.